Welcome back, everyone. As we said, Steve Pokin from the Springfield News Leader joins us. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is that? What are you poking around with today?
Well, as you guys know, I run.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not much of a marathon runner. I've run 5, but I have a lot of friends who run the marathon.
And this article today is a big deal because you've said that runners like that routine of the same route. I'm a guy who likes different routine all the time, but even when I run, I like doing the same.
Yeah, runners like rituals, and I heard about the change from a couple of friends who, they're my running buddies, and they have a way of kind of personalizing this change in the course, and like and I'm going to exaggerate just a little bit here.
So we're talking about the Bass Pro Marathon.
Yeah.
Right.
What are they doing to me? They've changed my course. How can this be?
Boy.
We got to run up and down Jefferson now 17 times. What's going on?
So what's that? You okay? We're going to get through this, Steve. It's November 3rd first. We got
November 3rd, yeah. And what people don't realize is actually there are 3 races, and the fewest number of runners is actually for the marathon.
Really?
Last year there were 284 finishers. There were about 1,100 finishers in the half marathon, and 990 in the News Leader 5K. But the marathon has the biggest impact on the city because just the length of the course.
Yes, of course.
And so there are 3 major changes, right?
Well, yeah. First of all, the first change is that in prior years, the marathoners and half marathoners were on the same course, and then they split off and never saw each other again at 1.25 miles. This year they split off at 10.2 miles.
Oh.
So that means there'll be more runners running together. Okay. And the other big change is, if you see the map there, the eastern part is Southern Hills, and in prior years you would always cross Sunshine at Ventura. There's a Walgreens there, and that's a major intersection, and you go on to Oak Grove, and the 2 streets don't actually connect. So at least 2 police officers there, and a lot of traffic. And the other reason things change is, first, for safety. Secondly, they get complaints a lot from drivers who can't go through intersections.
Right, road closures and things,
So eliminating that closure, and then you would run on to Oak Grove in the old course, and that has no shoulders whatsoever. So the number one thing is to make it safer. And the good news for the marathoners, something to make them happy, is that for the first time, they will be able, like the half marathoners, to drive through Mother's Brewing. And that is the only aid station that, in terms of hydration, also offers beer.
I've never run a half marathon, but I have to imagine if you're going to do that, that's probably an essential.
That's the time to do it. Thank you, Steve. Read about it in the News Leader today. Thanks for joining us this morning, Steve.